And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the run, it's Cross. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. Inside the 50.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete into the end zone, and they're going to back up with a hold on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snared outside. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them open.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits the hole. It's Cross. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Bailey. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second and long here. Snaps it in the shotgun. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Gain of 19 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's McAllister. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. All over him immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Handoff to the single back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Selling the fake. Throws to the tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Drops back. It's Spaley. Finds his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20.
makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to...
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for space. It's Hill. Just ran him over. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The play fake. Under pressure. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over it. Just gets rid of that one.
A good job by this. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Duckworth. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Sellers. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first. Still looking. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 25. Finds some room. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Cross. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll have have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Buying time to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Stealing a score on special teams. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for room. It's Cross. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Off play action. Rush right in his face. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Now they'll run it to the right here. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Crimson Tide taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Going to the run to start this second half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Drops back on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for room. It's Fuller. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to go up top on second down. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Changing the routes with his receiver. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buys time to his left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, and you got to lock in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds a crease. It's Cross. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally finally he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the back. There he goes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Fuller. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a gap, it's Hill. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. Knocked down immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quarterback keeps it. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with a to throw, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got some room in into the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds. Real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The fake wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Couldn't make the connection in the end zone, and that's not the worst of it. This flag is going to back him up for holding. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And guys, sometimes even as much as you hate penalties, at least it was one of effort. They're backed up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying
Kind of build y'all got.
to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that just on the next down.
Bullshit.
A touchdown here on 3rd.
Know what that mean?
Really ratchets up the game pressure. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got him on the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. Finds a seam. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Look out! He's got him wide open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got it down the field. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers. To continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They're going to ride this running back. Finding some room. Crosses midfield. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
He's past the sticks. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
He's dropped.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Rush is on. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And here he comes out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to pass, it's Duckworth. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.